One time for my folks on the daily grind. Something special to relieve your mind.
Hey, it's Devin.
And Shannon.
And you're listening to the Youngblood Life.
Feeling freedom is hard to find. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Someday everything gonna go my way.
What is going on, everybody?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. You?
Good. And you? Do you like my Mr. Rogers
It's a beautiful day.
sweater? I like my Mr. Rogers sweater. It's fantastic. I got it for my anniversary.
Want to be my neighbor?
I got this for my anniversary.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yes.
What did you get for your anniversary?
A pair of Air Force Ones that are super cute. They have a leopard check on them and a leopard print on the back. They're limited editions.
Somebody must love you.
Yes. And a cashmere sweater.
Yes, a cashmere sweater.
And some jeans.
Some jeans. Yep. I got this sweater and some jeans.
Yeah.
And a shirt.
Yep.
But the shirt doesn't look good with this.
No.
Because I believe they're two different colors.
Yes.
That is an ongoing theme right now on Instagram right now.
Yes, people cannot believe after like years of us saying it.
That
Are you really colorblind? Yes, Devin is really colorblind. He doesn't see black and white. He sees colors, but not to the extent that we see them, and not in the shades we see them.
Some of the shades you see them, but not all shades.
Yeah.
I'd say I probably have, I'm guessing basically about 50% of colors.
Yeah. Which is sad.
Is
We're
it?
going to get you some Biochrobe glasses.
They're
prescription.
They'd have to be prescription ones, or I
Yeah.
would not be, where it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're going to do that.
Nope, I don't need them. I'm fine.
That way you're not at the traffic light going, okay.
I
it's
know what the top
yellow.
one is. The top one is red, the middle one is yellow, and the
you're
bottom
like,
one is
okay,
green.
if the middle's lit up, I need to slow down.
It's when they turn them sideways that screws with me a little bit. Mm-hmm. That's when it becomes a problem. But I
Yeah.
know the far left one is actually red.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they do it backwards.
Yeah.
Well, today is our anniversary.
Today's our anniversary. Today's our anniversary. Today's our anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
21 years.
Yep.
Did you think it'd last this long?
Yeah.
Boy, that's one of us. That's a joke. Come on.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't take that as a joke. 21 years, that's a long time.
It is.
I have
Half of my life.
You realize you've known me now. Technically, you've known me longer than you've been than you previously were.
My high school friends.
Yeah, you've known me longer than any of your high school friends.
Yeah. I've kept in touch with you longer than my high school friends.
You have lived with me
longer than I've lived with my parents.
you ever lived with your parents.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
21 years.
Mm-hmm.
Same with me. I mean, I've lived with you now longer than I've ever lived with my parents.
Yeah.
But you don't have your coat on today.
No.
You're cold.
A little bit.
That's why you have the pillow in your lap.
It is.
Yeah. So that when you bump it, it always makes noise.
Yeah, I don't mean to bump it.
Anyway, so I was thinking for our 21st anniversary.
Did it hurt?
What?
Nothing.
Dinner?
No.
What did you say?
Did it hurt?
For our 21st anniversary podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's not our 21st anniversary of podcasting. 21st wedding anniversary podcast.
Edition,
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We would tell stories of things we remember over the past 21 years.
I can't remember what happened last week. What are we doing here? Oh my god!
And some of these stories you guys have heard to before, but I mean, one of my favorite stories. I got like 5 or 6 top 10 stories when it comes to Shannon and I. Mm-hmm. One of them is when Shannon almost shot me.
That's true. That's my top number one.
I think we've probably told that one before, but essentially,
I really almost shot Devin in real life, not knowing it was him. Trying to break into the house.
I wanted to try. I was testing your skills to see what you would actually do.
I have a 45. I will use it.
Yeah, that is very true. Essentially, I tried to break into the house. I said I was 2 hours away from home, and
Liar.
I lied. I was literally like 30 minutes from home, but I called her right before I lost my signal.
Yeah.
And I go and I get home. I go down the driveway. I turn off the lights because it was a nice bright light.
Just coasted.
Turned off the car, coasted into the parking spot. We lived in the middle of nowhere.
Literally.
Yeah. And then the house was like in the middle of 21 acres. So, what are these? But I didn't. I yawned instead. And so I go around to the back of the house. I grabbed the door handle. I saw that she was in the living room watching TV. And I grabbed the door handle and I started shaking it.
Mm-hmm.
You go grab the gun.
Sure did.
Call my dad.
Yep. Woke him up and he fell back to sleep.
Yeah. came to save you.
Yeah.
And
Good
then,
job.
And then I shook the door some more. You said, I've got a gun. I'm going to use it. So I shook the door even harder.
I believe you heard it
And
cock back.
I heard you cock the gun.
You're like,
And
oh, crap.
You're like,
I will shoot you.
yep. I'll
I will drag your body in this house and then call the cops.
Although you could have left me in the back porch. It wouldn't have mattered.
True.
Because it's Alabama.
True.
Yeah. Shannon almost killed me once.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Sure did. True story.
But you opened up the door when I said it was me.
Yeah.
I grabbed the gun from you.
Yeah. Should have pistol whipped you with it.
You probably should have pistol whipped me. I grabbed the gun in my hand like this, and I said, "Hi, babe."
Yeah.
And I dropped the clip, ejected the bullet, and everything was good.
Uh-huh.
You were mad at me for a couple of days.
So long.
Just a couple of days. You weren't so
I
long.
almost shot you.
You still slept in the same bed with me because you were freaked out.
Yeah.
I hate you, but I was snuggling with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that story.
Yeah.
What else do we have in the past 21 years?
What about the ones where I was pregnant with Paris and I was going into labor and you were like, I cannot wait until you go into labor because I'm going to turn on my flashers and I'm going to run every red light possible.
The thing is with that one
the funny thing is we hit every green light possible in the middle of the night. So
I was mad.
Nobody.
But it's not like it was an emergency either. You were scheduled to be at the hospital.
No, this was when it was a false alarm.
Oh, false alarm, yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, yes, I can speed.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to hit red lights and I'm going to run them. We hit every green light at like 2 a.m.
How do you even do that?
What?
That's next to impossible to get every green light.
I don't know. But we did.
It's still irritating.
We get to the hospital, you're like, that was no fun at all.
Yeah.
You're like.
But even with each one of our kids, I know that I had the opportunity to speed, even though I didn't have to, because most of them were scheduled dates.
Yeah.
Like, baby's going to be born on this day.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, we do it. But yeah.
My other favorite one.
Go for it.
Is Still Pregnant with Paris.
Huh?
Still Pregnant with Paris. I had this crazy craving for a banana split.
Oh.
Like, I wanted this banana split so bad.
So, hold on. Let's preface this with a little bit. So, with Paris, Shannon had a lot of fast food cravings. Mm-hmm. With the other ones, you didn't really have fast food cravings.
No, they were all healthy cravings.
And the other one, and like starting with Jacob down. So number 2 through 5.
Yeah.
I refused to eat when you ate.
Yeah.
So with the first baby,
you ate every time I ate.
Shannon's like, I'm not going to eat unless you eat, but I'm hungry and I need to eat food. And so it's 2:00 in the morning. You wake me up.
I want McDonald's.
I need McDonald's French fries.
So bad.
I'm like, it's 2:00 in the morning.
You're like, they're open 24/7. Please go get me fries.
So I'd get in the car while you're at the house.
And I fell back asleep. You'd always have to wake me up.
Yeah. Brought your fries to you while you're sleeping. I drove 15 minutes across town.
I know a few times I was like, oh, I'm not hungry anymore, and I'd just leave them.
Yeah. No, I would eat them because I didn't want them to go bad again. So Shannon, I'd get up, go get Shannon's fries, come back. Now it was like 9:00 at night. The ice cream place was about to close.
Yes.
Bentley, what are you doing? Don't let him cross that line.
Lay down.
He's like, but I have to be by you.
Lay down.
He literally invades your space.
I know.
He's like, you have to be with me.
Yeah.
Why don't you grab that beeper up there?
Okay.
That would be better.
Yeah.
Because, I don't want him to topple over the ring light. As he slowly crouches down. She's serious now. He doesn't. So he's like, I don't have the collar on.
I'm terrified of that thing. I know what it does.
So you sit there and you're it's like it was like 8:30.
Yeah,
the place closed at
and
10.
I really wanted.
You're like, I want
a banana split so bad because this place made such good banana splits, and the syrups and everything they put on were really good. So we go and Devin gets like a peanut butter buster parfait type of thing.
No, it was not Dairy Queen.
I know, but it was something like that.
I got like a brownie a la mode thing is what I got.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh.
And I ate it, and it was good.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Well, so I let him have a bite of mine, and I guess in my mind, on the way from
all
Brewster's
the way home
to the house, I ate it without even like realizing I ate it that fast because we did not live far.
It was 5 minutes from the house.
Yeah, and it was a big banana split. So we pull into the driveway. I'm like, Devin. He's like, what? I was like,
I only said you could have a bite.
Why did you eat all my banana split? He goes, what?
I did.
I was like, why did you eat
I
all
don't
my
even
banana
like
split?
bananas. I like bananas fresh, but I'm not no banana split.
Yeah, and he was like, I didn't eat your banana split. I was like, I certainly did not eat this entire thing.
You were so upset.
I was pissed. And you're like, fine, I'll go get you another.
So we got back in the car.
We get back in the car.
We drive all the way back.
Go back to Brewster's, and Devin goes, I need to get another banana split. And I'm like, yeah, he ate mine, but he says he didn't.
You go back out to the car and wait.
I'm sitting.
And they're laughing at it. I'm like, I did not touch her. I had one bite of her banana split because I wanted to try it. But,
and I'm like all happy eating it slowly till we get home.
She's very pregnant, and pregnancy brain is a real thing. They actually gave me the second one for free. You know that, right?
Yeah.
They.
Oh gosh, it was so funny.
I go out, I hand it to you, and you were just smile ear to ear all the way back. You ate 2 banana splits. That's Shannon. Do you know how much ice cream that was? That was 2 full bananas. You're drooling over there. That's hilarious. It's even on your shirt. Do you want another banana split? Apparently.
Oh my goodness.
That was
Whoops.
what? 1, 2, 3. No, that was 8 scoops of ice cream.
Yep.
That was the pineapple.
Yep.
The cherries, the chocolate, the caramel,
the
the nuts,
and it was
and like
so
3 or 4 cherries.
Good.
Shannon, you ate a half gallon of ice cream. That was
the best night of my life.
I thought that's how Paris got here.
Oh my goodness.
You're like, nope, banana split was.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That was great. Fun times.
Yeah, fun time.
Oh my. Or about the time that I was tired of watching the kids for weeks on end by myself because you were in Orlando having so much fun.
I was working, thank you very much.
And I'm like, screw this. I loaded up Paris and Jacob and drove to Orlando.
Oh, so no, in Orlando, you drove to
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
Yeah.
I'm working in a Lowe's store. When me and my company, my crew were there for 6 weeks.
That's what I had to use maps on a paper.
Yeah, that was before all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So Shannon gets in the car just to surprise me, and she knew that my off days were basically Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
So she loads in the car. She gets to call the kids in the car. Even a friend of ours rode with you.
Yeah, when her kid.
Yeah, with her kid. So the whole car is full. You show up right when I get off work, which is when we were doing night resets. So we were done like at 9 o'clock in the morning. You show up at 9 o'clock in the morning, which technically is my bedtime.
Yeah.
And by the time you got there,
I'm like, let's go to Orlando.
I'd been awake for like 16, 17 hours.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, let's go to Orlando. And I'm like, oh, I'm excited to see you. But I'm going, okay, Orlando. That's still from Tallahassee. That's still 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
So we drive another 8 hours. Because you got there early. You got there and slept that night because you got to keep my room key.
Yeah.
And then that's right, because you slept in our room. So you were refreshed.
Yeah.
I had just gotten off work.
Yeah.
So then I drive 8 hours to Orlando.
Yeah. You don't remember
And
anything about
then
SeaWorld.
You're like, we got SeaWorld tickets today.
Yeah.
Let's go check in the hotel. So we checked in the hotel and we go straight to SeaWorld.
You don't remember anything of that day.
Only thing I vaguely remember is like one of the security people getting upset and told me I had to put Jacob down on the ground because me holding him near the wall where it was up higher than me, I was going to accidentally drop my child inside the container, and I just told him to leave me alone, just go away. If I was going to drop my child in there, I would save my child. Just go, get out of the way. But it was their policy, whatever. So yeah, and then I remember, then we went, I don't remember any of the SeaWorld, but I do remember going back to the hotel.
And I'm like, we have dinner
I'm
reservations.
like, I have been awake now for, at that time, it's like almost 30 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm here going, I need to get an hour of sleep at least. Let me take a nap.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I did say okay.
I know. I said, yeah.
But you didn't wake up.
I didn't wake up.
I was so mad. I was like, hey, we have dinner reservations. Let's go. And you're like,
I was
like for an hour. And finally, I'm like, we missed our dinner reservations. I was like, I'm ordering room service. And you're like, fine.
I don't even remember that.
I ordered room service.
No, I don't remember any of that. I may have responded, but I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
But
I didn't order you anything.
Oh, you did. I woke up and you said, your food's over there.
Oh, yeah,
you were mad at me. You were like, your food's over there.
That's right.
I'm like, why are you mad at me?
We had reservations and you slept.
Because I was having so much fun in Florida working while you're at the house, obviously bored with your kids. You're like, I got to go see my husband and torture him even more. And then then I got up, ate something, then went back to sleep because it was late.
Yeah.
And then the next day we drove back to the my hotel where I had to go back to work.
Yep.
I just ruined your entire weekend. You had this whole weekend planned.
It's like, oh man. Oh well. Fun times.
I do remember before we were married, I'd come down, and when we were dating, I came down to your place in Gainesville. Your mom's that place.
Oh yeah.
And we go on date. I remember that there's those things at Target, or was Target or Walmart? Oh, probably Target, where in front of the doors, the big pipes coming out of the ground. They have the separator so people don't drive into the building, basically.
Oh, yeah.
And hopping over those.
Yeah.
And you were like, you were laughing at something. Then I started saying, I'm Tigger. I'm not doing and hopping over them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fun times.
We don't have any of the fun times anymore.
Oh, we have 5 kids.
Your face when you said that. Yeah, we have 5 kids. Fun's gone out the window. 21 years of marriage, and when we stopped having fun years ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's over.
Yeah.
Our marriage is over. Life's over. This all sucks.
Humbug.
This is all horrible. I need to get all those videos that we have converted to digital.
Yeah.
Because we have those on tape.
Mm-hmm.
Where are those?
In the bucket in the garage.
I need to do that. That'd be kind of cool to see what we have on there.
Yep.
So, what else do we have? What's another memory of marriage for 21 years?
Marriage.
We took a lot of trips when I had my own business. We took a lot of trips.
Yeah.
We traveled, like we'd go to Disney a lot.
A lot.
Went Niagara Falls.
Yep.
You came up in
Mall of America.
Mall of America. That's where Paris wasn't born for Mall of America.
No.
That was during 9/11.
Yeah, I was pregnant.
Yeah, that was 9/11. Happened at that same time.
Yep.
So,
New York.
Well, yeah, but that was, but we didn't do it in New York till
no, I
like New York City.
Right, but I like to go into New York, and we went to Carlo's Bakery, and everybody got to pick.
You're a liar.
What?
You're a liar.
What am I talking about?
The first time we went. That's what you're talking about. The second time.
I'm talking about when we went to kids.
I know. I'm talking about the first time.
Well, the first time we went to Carlo. Yeah, Devin and I went to Carlo's Bakery, and we got cannolis. And I told the kids we'd bring them back some, so I bought tons of mini cannolis. And because we drove, we ended up eating the cannolis on the way back home.
No. There was no we. Do not include me in this whole thing.
So I had Devin stop at Publix.
It was you. That was all you.
Yeah, I had Devin stop at Publix. So I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't save any cannolis for the kids. Luckily, Publix had cannolis, so I bought 3 of them.
They weren't even good.
And they were not good. And the kids were like, these are crap. I can't believe they're famous for these. But anyway, when we took the kids up to New York with us, we went to Hoboken again, to Carlos Bakery again, so the kids can go. And the kids can pick anything that they wanted from.
Yeah, that was frustrating.
Yeah.
Elizabeth?
No, Paris.
Paris.
All the kids got like amazing treats. And Paris is like, I want a chocolate covered strawberry. And I can't remember Buddy's cousin's name. But he's like, where are you from? She's like, Tennessee. And he's like, you're coming all the way up here and you're getting a chocolate covered strawberry. He's like, what about a black and white cookie? She's like, no, I want a chocolate covered strawberry. So
not sure that's how she talks,
but so she got a chocolate covered strawberry, and we were all like, really? She enjoyed it, but everybody else is eating their delicious, yummy desserts, and she's like, strawberry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that we've had some ups and downs throughout our marriage. I know, like, probably one of the biggest things we've ever argued about in our marriage is usually money.
I think it's every marriage, though. And
it's the lack of money.
Yeah.
99% of the time it's the lack of money.
I will argue with you in a minute because I got to go check on the brownies.
Why are you arguing?
I won't argue with you, but I got to take this off, run upstairs, check on the brownies.
Run up and check on it.
All right.
I'll tell this story.
Hold down the fort.
I'll tell this story while you're checking the brownies. It's only going to take you like 30 seconds anyway. It may take you longer than 30 seconds. So, yeah, I mean, probably the biggest time that Shannon and I have ever argued in our marriage. And not that, so anybody that says you don't argue, you never have a disagreement in a marriage, I think they're liars. When it comes to marriage, I mean, you're gonna have your ups and downs. You're gonna have frustrating discussions. You're gonna have just in general times that you don't agree, and I think that's perfectly normal and perfectly fine. Just depends on, all it comes down to is how well you handle that disagreement. That's the hard part. I don't know if there's the hard part. I think when it comes to your marriage and if you disagree, figure out why you disagree. And usually when you disagree, it's because there's lack of understanding. You have two different people, two different personalities, two different thought patterns, all that stuff. But for Shannon and I, it's always been usually money, and it's not necessarily because we have too much of it. It's always because we have lack of, or not enough. Which one thing we've done very well with, we've figured out for sure how to make extra money when we needed it. When it's been loss of a job, I know, like when we moved to Utah, we moved here, had a job that they hired me to handle their sales and marketing team. We moved out here, and when we moved out here, I worked for the company maybe 6 months, and then they laid the entire sales team off. And then once they laid the sales team off, I was part of it. And then again, it was lack of money. Shannon's back, but
guess who's back?
But lack of money has always been usually our biggest argument out of anything.
True story.
And so, like when we moved out to Utah, I had a job handling sales department for this company. And then
my dream home.
Sold your dream home in Tennessee. And so you keep pulling it down.
Sorry.
This is the part that you talk into.
Sorry.
See how the difference?
So much different.
It is different.
I'm sorry.
But then, so I did what I usually do. I find ways to make money.
You go to the bank?
No, I never.
Elderly people?
Yeah, I went back to resets.
And
that sucked.
Yeah.
And I traveled a lot.
Yeah,
that's part of it. Yeah. But yeah, when it came to, but don't you think that when it comes to marriage, probably the biggest thing that it is if you have an argument, it's usually because of just lack of understanding where the other person's coming from.
Yep.
Like for you speak different languages than I do.
Yep.
And when I seriously,
Cleon, that's my number one.
I seriously mean you speak a different language.
Oh, I know.
Just stuff like I can say, "Hey, Shannon, do you want to go to the movies tonight?" Mm-hmm. And what's your usual reply?
Well, I I have to get the laundry done first, and then I need to make dinner, and then I need to shower and shave my legs, and then I need to do this.
Oh, you're shaving your legs?
Nope, I'm not.
Dang. Code names, guys. Code names. No. So usually, if we want to go on a date or go to a movie or something like that, Shannon usually lists a long list of things that need to be done, which tells me one thing. She didn't say yes. I'd like to go to a movie. Which the simple answer is yes. Let's go to a movie.
Yeah.
What's out? What we want to watch?
Yeah.
The long answer is I've got all these long chores and lists of things to do.
And then we can go.
And so but I've learned one. Then my next thing should be saying is, what can I help you with?
That we can go to the movies at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But in general, I mean, I'm looking at a bunch of different family photos and things like that. But it's interesting to see how it all pans out. But yeah, 21 years of this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever think we'd be doing podcasts?
No, I didn't even know what a podcast was.
It's true.
Yeah, like if you told me 20 years ago, we're doing a podcast, I'd have been like, what the heck is that? What's a podcast?
Now, I tried to get you in YouTube before we started YouTube.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, I don't want to do that.
Don't want to do it.
We did YouTube for what?
Quite a while.
Yeah. Anyway, a lot of cool stuff. Cool stories. That's just a couple things that we talked about that we like, that we done in the past 21 years.
Yep.
Anyway, that's a funny one right there.
What?
Elizabeth and her gonzo nose.
Oh yeah. It's funny.
Sorry. Yeah. So all is well. Everything's good. Think you got another 21 in you?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
You don't think you can do 21?
Hopefully. I can.
I know I got at least 10.
Yeah.
At least 10 more.
Yeah.
No, that's bad. That's horrible. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well. How long has everybody else been married?
I don't know. Ask them.
Well, you ask them.
How long have you guys been married?
And
go. What is the funniest story that you have
out of your marriage so far? And it could be 6 weeks. It could be a day or whatever.
Yeah.
It don't matter. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Hope everybody does well.
Have a good evening.
We'll see you guys.
All work and no play make me go insane. I need time to chill with no bills to pay. I got a case of Fridays. I got a case of Fridays. Oh my, oh me is beautiful to be in a frame of mind when nothing worries me. So hurry, please jump to my side because I can't stop, won't stop. I got a case of Fridays.